defenses will kick it off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexis. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Bunch formation for these receivers. Brown wants to pass. Finds a tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that second down.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Offense gets set for second down. Now the play fake. Under fire. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Lining up to convert third down. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Got it. Squirrel, squirrel. Lasso. Pulls and fires complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Into the secondary on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, North Texas. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Ready to fire from the pistol. They try to pop a run on the draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Makes the quick grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Hawkins. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
They'll keep it on the ground. Off-right tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. North Texas will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Spreads out receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Brown will throw it. Rushes on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll return it from the 50. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
The mean green trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Bulls are in the hurry-up.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Hubs it downfield. Finds a man on the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Bulls are marching down the field. Grabbed behind the line, it's Nimrod. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. The give on the option. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the double. Gorilla.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Pound 55 weak.
Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Fights off the defender. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
42 Spider.
Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
At the 45 on its way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Grab through the middle. It's Williams. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's on target and complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Big Green.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Middle Tennessee put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Blue Raiders had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Taking it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the run, it's Franklin. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll throw it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off play action. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulls will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself in the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Going with the ground game left. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bringing the heat. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
It's This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 2 more conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And the Bulls will hustle to the line. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Finding an escape route. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
3rd and short, just what the doctor ordered. Toss play, good job up front by the offensive line, getting a bit of a push, and they get the first down.
The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's North.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Check. Blue 27 patio. Blue 22.
Wide receiver going in motion. He leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Grabbed in the backfield. It's full. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Bulls are rolling down the field.
Red 70 black soul.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Switch. Check. Black 93 wizard. Black 93
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Blue 85.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Let's go.
1st and goal for the offense.
Single. White 29.
Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They want to see if they can score the deuce.
Black 14.
Brown will throw it. Dumps it to the back. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Coleman. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas sends the offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. The give to the tailback. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown and he dropped it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6.
Town 55 weak.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Young. Brings into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long.
Moves. Ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexis. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. And they can't make the connection.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. But they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
On 2nd and 10, he 4 wide out set, trips right. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wide out. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. from a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Crosses the 30. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time.
There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Bulls headed quickly to the line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for room, it's Franklin. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
Here we go. Right. Patriot, Patriot.
We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the 1st down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming. Now the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. He breaks a tackle. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers, they pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Ready, team.
Brown will throw it. Fires into the end zone. Quick completion on the out route. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulls. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
42 Spider.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some space. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Easy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Young. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. He wants to go deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Okay.
Line gets set, 1st down.
Set. Ready, go.
From the gun, the running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
To the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a chance. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short.
Gorilla in blue. In blue.
Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receivers. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
North Texas will have to punt it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. quarter, ready to send the offense back onto the field. Brown wants to pass. Now improvising. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
And plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the fourth quarter, you can't do much of this much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds space on the right. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Check. White 94 slider choice. White 94 slider choice.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Brown will throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. And the comeback is on.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on it, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Here comes the two-point try.
Red 29.
Powers forward. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the gun.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can...
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mean Green. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Slams it ahead. He goes airborne and he's in there for the two-point conversion. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And then we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had to bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They think there's room to run to the right here. Can't get it to the ground. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Brown will throw it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. As pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. All business. Christmas today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Red Raiders will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone is Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will get first crack at it today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Red Raiders offense will have its first possession of the game. Offense in a bunch formation. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with the lone back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Pierce. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here we go. Looking downfield on first down. He makes a grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's hooked. And he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders! They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the back. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. He'll pull it on the read. That's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run from the shotgun. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Red Raider! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
On the double.
And the Cavaliers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Smith takes the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
42 Spider.
Reads it, fires complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help tack on this third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's hooked. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Pierce. Crosses to the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David,